I'm Alice Cooper, and I'm watching Videobob.
Well, guys, it's Friday. Didn't post a video today, as you know. Sorry about that. I am not in Vegas. I am in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I probably should have blogged this whole trip, and I just didn't. And I'll explain why. You know, as you know, I've spent the last year of my house, or last year of my life rebuilding my house after the fire, and had a really slow year as far as car sales go. Many of you know that my shop, we build replicas of the DeLorean time machine. Hadn't sold one since like last February. And then this month, or last month, I should say, we sold like 2 of them in a row. And that was a great win. And I also got a great rental that made some money. And so I decided to go kind of on a vacation, some me time. And I know some of you are going to be like, Bob, your whole life is me time. But I wanted a vacation, and actually I'd planned this out a long time ago. I paid for it a long time ago because it's an expensive trip. And I am at the Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp. And I'm here to perform with both Alice Cooper and Rob Halford of Judas Priest. And many of you know that I have a Judas Priest tribute band in Las Vegas called Turbo Lover. So I'm a bit of a Judas Priest freak, of course. And the rock camp is great. It lasts for like 4 days. It's you get in on Wednesday, and then it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday is the big performance with the 2. But today, actually, we're doing a Q&A. Let me check my schedule. We're doing a Q&A lunch with Alice Cooper. Let's see, yes. And then we got rehearsals. So actually, I got 10 a.m. rehearsals, which I got to go to here in a minute. Then we go to a place called Wasted Grain, and live performance there. And then there's some more jams. Tomorrow we do a thing with Rob Halford. So, you know, not only do you get pictures and autographs with all your favorite rock stars, but you get to perform with them on stage. And I've done this before. I did it in 2017. It's an expensive excursion. To join the camp initially cost about $6,000. Then there's add-ons, photography package, video package, the hotel, another $1,500 at this resort. It's over $8,000 to do the entire event. It's very expensive. And these prices are right on their website, so I don't think I'm revealing anything. But you know, if you were to go on a big vacation, you would spend $10,000. I mean, if you're going to go to Europe or go on these cruises, that's what stuff costs, you know. But I have no desire to go on these cruises, or I've been not all over the world, but I've been to the UK, and I've been to Australia, and I've been all over the US. And quite frankly, a hotel room is a hotel room pretty much anywhere you go. And, you know, I'd love to go to like the Louvre, but I don't want to go to Paris to do it. So for me, I'm not, you know, I don't want to go to Disneyland. I'm not into that kind of stuff. But to get to rock and roll with my heroes, yesterday I spent time with Derek St. Holmes, the original singer of Stranglehold, with Ted Nugent. Took vocal lessons from him, one of the greatest rock singers in the world. To get advice from these rock stars, my counselor is Phil Demmel. He's from a band called Machine Head, heavy metal player. He played with Slayer and a lot of other people. Great musician, great teacher. Spending time with people like Teddy Zigzag, Britt Lightning. Last night, Lita Ford came and played some songs for us. And it's very intimate. I mean, we're actually doing our rehearsals in these hotel rooms. So I'm going to walk around the corner to the other room. Like what they're doing is you stay in the hotel rooms, and every other room is a rehearsal space. Let me get quiet out here. Let's see. So, see this resort? It's the Scottsdale Plaza. It's a huge. It's gigantic. And what they've done is they've taken these villas that are 2-story, and they've made those the rehearsal rooms. So the rock stars live in upstairs, and then downstairs they take all the furniture out and they made it into a rehearsal room. Each room has Marshall amps and mixers and drum set up right in the living room. Like right on the other side of me is David Ellison. bass player for Megadeth. I was hanging out with him last night. I could just name all these people. It's amazing the people that you get to hang out with, and they love doing it. They love connecting with their fans. A lot of these people are musicians that, let's be honest, they're not working so much anymore. You know, they're not doing that much anymore. A lot of these people are older. They're in their 60s, their 70s. I mean, Lita Ford is 67. She got up there and sang. It was great. So there's all these great musicians you get to spend time with. And so today I'm rehearsing with and performing with Alice Cooper. I think I'm doing No More Mr. Nice Guy with him. We're going to check to see what the schedule is. And then tomorrow, same thing with Rob Halford. So to me, as a wannabe musician, wannabe rock star, it's worth every penny. Oh, what it does for my soul. Matter of fact, it was the 2017 rock camp that I went to in LA with Judas Priest that made me start my first band. It gave me the confidence. Rob Halford himself said, I think you should do it. And after that is when I started Turbo Lover. And I've been doing it ever since. And I'd lived my whole life and I'd always dreamed of being in a band, but I never had the confidence to do it until I went to the rock camp. So if you're an aspiring musician and you can scratch up the cash, I highly recommend doing this. Because there's nothing like this experience if you're into this kind of thing, which I am. And, you know, I love the business model for this. So it's pretty awesome. Anyway, so that's why there's no video today. And I wasn't even going to blog this whole event because, first of all, I can't put any of the music on YouTube. But maybe I'll interview some guys or get a little bit of this. I'm trying not to be a fanboy, and I'm trying not to bother these guys too much. They got a lot of work to do, and they don't want cameras in their face the whole time. I mean, I know that that's what they're here for, but I've been around the music industry long enough that, I kind of have the feel and vibe for this industry now. I used to drive a tour bus with my buddy Vinnie Paul and his band Hell Yeah. Got to go on tour, made music videos for him, did some great stuff with them. Then I got to be the announcer for the band Kiss, but I didn't get to go on the road with Kiss. We did all of my announcings on studio recording. But I did get to go to the shows, and I had all access passes where I could wander around backstage and stuff, and that was great. But it's not quite the same as being on tour with the band. So I never toured with Kiss. But I did tour with Hell Yeah, and, Hell Yeah got to tour with, like, Ozzy and Korn and, Family Values and Ozfest, and did their own headlining theater tour. When I drove the bus, we were headlining act for smaller theaters, which was great. But when you got to do a stadium show where you were, playing with other bigger acts, man, what a great experience. Catering, fantastic. So I've kind of been on both sides of this, and I've been very fortunate to have been able to make videos that played on MTV. MTV used to be great. It's not, I don't even think it's on anymore, is it? But yeah, so this is what I like to do. This is a vacation for me. I feel like I've earned it. Spent the whole year cleaning and working on my house. Rachel didn't come. She had work to do. She is a very important person working with her company. And she had a lot of responsibilities. She wanted to come, but she couldn't come. But she does other things. That's her vibe as well. And if I say so, she's happy when I'm happy. So, but I was very fortunate to sell these two cars because I hadn't sold a Time Machine car since like February. And I had several $100,000 invested into 3 different cars, one of which we're still working on, plus paying payroll the whole time. And I finally sold these 2 cars, and we very publicly, we sell the cars for $150,000 a piece, and we sold 2 of them on the same day. Not to the same person, but I put one on eBay, and it sold for no reserve auction for $145,000. And then the losing bidder took the other car that we had for 150,000. And then I've just taken a commission for another car. And then we have a third car that we're finishing. That's a frame off restoration. That's going to be for 200,000 because it's a frame off restoration car. So very fortunate last month. And, you know, even though it sounds like a ton of profit, like I've made this ton of cash, the truth is I had a lot of money tied up into it, and I'm just getting that money back, and now I can reinvest it back into the business. But it did leave me some excess that I could come and have some fun. And like I said, I only do this every, 5-10 years or whatever. Last time I did it was 2017. So it's not like I do this all the time. But I just, you know, listen, I'm getting older. These rock stars are getting older, and you know, how long is Rob Halford going to be around? He's in his 70s. Alice Cooper's in his 70s. I'm in my 50s now. And I just want to live life and enjoy things and make memories, because that's the only thing that you get to take with you. You don't get to take any of your money or your cars or any of your cool shoes with you. Well, the shoes they can put in the box with you. But the memories, that's what matters. So that's why I'm not making a video today. But I'll see if I can get some kind of video. And, you know, of course, I'll post my performance with Rob Halford and Alice Cooper and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not blogging this whole thing because, like, I just want to enjoy it. I don't want to work. And speaking of work, I got rehearsal at 10 a.m., 15 minutes from now. And I got to go sing. So here we go.
Typical band. Let's get the rehearsals.
Yeah.
Video?
Typical
Might
band
as well do
practice.
a
You're not over here
some
doing
band
this
practice.
shit. Okay.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah. Lee, no pressure, man. All right.
Give it up for Tommy London.
Hey, thank you very much. What's the name of the band?
Our name is
Look at this.
School's Out for Vengeance.
That's awesome. Oh, you take it.
We got Bob on the vocals here. We got Lee over there on the bass. We got Scott on guitars. We got Mark back here on the drums. I'm gonna make sure to take my reading glasses off this time.
Everybody, this is Rob Halford, the metal god from Judas Priest, and you are watching Videobob. Oh yeah!
Some of the loot I got from meeting the guys. I got this signed from Alice Cooper, Wayne's World hat that I brought to him. Signed it. It's kind of hard to see. And then also Alice Cooper's greatest hits. All my records got burned up in the fire, so I had to go find a record, and this was the only one I could find, like at the record store I went to. So I bought this greatest hits. I wanted the one with his face on it. And then from Rob Halford, I brought him one of my hats. I wanted him to sign it on the brim. It's one of the biker hats. I wanted him to be on, but whatever, he signed it there. Also got him to sign a microphone. And then he signed a Painkiller promo cover right there. So he's got kind of an odd signature, honestly. Like, you can't really tell what it says. And Alice's isn't either. You would never be able to tell that says Alice Cooper on it. Okay, so anyway. But anyway, So that was the autographs that I got from hanging out with them. Well, anyway, as you can see, I'm back home. I'm back in Vegas. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, I dropped the ball. I didn't vlog. I didn't really record anything. I was just too busy having fun. I was too tired. I was too busy sleeping. I was too busy driving. I was too busy shopping yesterday. So here's what happened. Some recap, some complaining. I don't know. I was under the impression that we were going to perform live with Rob Halford and Alice Cooper on Sunday night because it was vaguely advertised as such. Because when I've done the Rock Camp before, we performed with the rock stars live on the final performance, public performance. When I found out that we weren't going to be performing with them and that it was just going to be us and the band, our band, performing just at some studio or something, I was like, I don't want to stay here another day for that. So I decided to leave early on Sunday, and I kind of ditched the guys. They said, you know what, we got it without you. You know, we're just going to do our own thing. And I go, that's great, because you know, I was having a little bit of a band disagreement with them. I talked about this before, I think, where, you know, I only wanted to do the Judas Priest and Alice Cooper songs, and some of the guys in the band wanted to do some other songs. And I go, look, I only came here with an agenda for Rob Halford, really, honestly, and Alice Cooper, which is cool. I said, if you don't mind, I'd like to skedaddle because I'd really like to be home. So I left Sunday afternoon rather than staying. And then I got pulled over for speeding in the middle of the Arizona desert. Cop said he said I was going 90. And, you know, every cop sits around dreaming about pulling over a Lamborghini. You know, they're sitting there going, oh, I hope a Lamborghini comes flying through here. Oh, and it finally happened. So pulled me over. But you know what? I sweet-talked the guy, and we talked for a while. And he lowered it down to like 75. He goes, look, this is just a be regular fine. No points. He goes, I could have arrested you for 21 over the speed limit, but I'm not going to do that. You're a really cool guy. And this is just what it comes down to. If you're super cool to the cops, when he pulled me over, I pulled over immediately. I rolled down the windows, turned off the car, put my hands on the steering wheel, said, hello, officer. You know, here's my license. Here's my insurance. He said, hey, what's all this equipment? I said, well, I just got through performing with Alice Cooper and Rob Halford. Now I'm headed back to Vegas. He's like, oh, really cool. We talked for like 20 minutes. We had a great time. I was super nice to him. You know, these people that are jerks to the cops, that are like, I don't answer questions. I want your name and badge number. I didn't do nothing. You're getting a ticket. You're going to jail. You might get shot. If you're cool with them and if you're just a cool person in general, I said, bro, I haven't been pulled over and gotten a speeding ticket since Clinton was in office, like probably 95. He goes, that was before I was born. I was like, yeah, man, I don't ever get in trouble, you know? So he let me slide. Well, not completely. I mean, I have like a $100 fine or something. I'll probably send it to the ticket lawyer. But the thing about it is, so that happened. So then Monday, I slept in and went and just did a bunch of shopping. I went to Sam's, I went to Costco, I went to Ikea, I went to the grocery store, went and had a sandwich. I mean, I did a bunch of stuff here. Then I realized my air conditioner wasn't working. You know, I do these house updates all the time. Now, Gettle Air Conditioning, I think the best air conditioning company in town, they put in this Amana 5-ton inverter system, and it's dead quiet. You can't hear this thing running, and it keeps the place cool. But the temperatures here in Vegas have been like perfect. So we haven't even been running the air conditioner, and I didn't realize this thing isn't working. It's not doing anything. And I asked Rachel, I said, have you noticed this thing not working? She goes, no, temperature's been perfect anyway. And the temperature is perfect right now. So I called them and they go, oh, well, we'll come right out. So they're on their way here now. And they're, how you doing, Pookie Bear? Look at him on the bed. It's all dark in here. Hi, everybody wants to know how you are. Hello. He's like, I'm trying to sleep and you're bothering me. King bed for the cat. King bed for the kitty. So yeah, they're on their way out here right now to come fix the air conditioner. I don't know what's wrong with it. I checked the breaker and everything, and I think it's just this little keypad burned out. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But they're a great company, so they're coming right out to check the thing out. It could be that like it was the first time we used the heater, and maybe that was it, or I don't know. But here it is, almost the middle of November, and it is beautiful. Like, I've been dying to break out my Scottish cashmere long coat or something like that, or my lambskin leather jacket or something. You know, I got some nice stuff. Look at this. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, it's so bright. I can't even see. I'm blind. I'm blind. Okay. I'm a darkness reference. It's so dark. It's in here. That door's perfect. Anyway, it is the same temperature outside as it inside. It is beautiful. This is the time of year that you love Vegas. As you can see, I've been doing a lot of decorating. I'm getting the pictures up on the walls and things like that. So, anyway, that's what's going on. Also, other big news. If I post this video quick enough, the Kiss Cruise Landlocked in Vegas event is happening this weekend. A lot of people have been asking me for months, why is Eric Singer not on the roster? Is he going to be there? Is he not going to be there? I don't talk about any of Eric's private things, but Kiss has announced that Eric Singer is now joining the event. And so, of course, I'm going to be there with my best friend Eric. So if you're coming to Las Vegas to the Kiss Cruise event, which I think is over at the Virgin, which used to be the Hard Rock. I think that's where it's at. I'll be there. So you'll be able to come meet me if you want. If you're a fan, come meet the former announcer for the band, Kiss. And I don't think I'm going to be doing any announcing or anything at all other than just hanging out. I'm just going to hang out. I'm not a performer or guest or of anything like that. I'm just going. So, but I'm just mentioning that to all my Kiss fans that out there that are fellow Kiss fans, I should say, who are going to be there. And if you ever wanted to meet me because you watch me, I'll be there. Come up to me and ask me for a guitar pick. I'll get you one. So other than that, that's what's happening. Glad to be home. Had a great time. Thank you so much, Rob Halford. Thank you, Alice Cooper. Thank you to all my bandmates. Thank you to all the counselors. It was a wonderful time. I had a great time. So, what else? I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to catch you up to speed. If you want to watch the full performances that I showed you little tiny clips of, I have another channel that's just called Robert Moseley, and I'll put a link in the video description. I have multiple channels. I have the Videobob Show. I have Videobob's RV and Bus channel. I have Bob Eats Vegas. I have Big Vin Records that I manage for Vinnie Paul, which I still run. So I have a bunch of different channels that you can tune into. In the meantime, I just wanted to get this video out, let you know what's going on. I will be getting back to the regular stuff now. We're kind of done with the house. I mean, you're never done. But for the most part, all the important stuff's done. We live here now. It's all wonderful. It's all back to normal. I'm sleeping in my own bed, cooking in my own kitchen, pooping on my own throne. It's great. It's a fantastic time. And I'm going to be getting back to the cars. And I got to get back to my shop in Texas as well. We're finishing up these time machines. I need to do some oil change and maintenance on the Lamborghini. Need to do some oil change and maintenance on the Rolls-Royce Phantom. Need to fix that door and the wiring on the 1975 Rolls-Royce. Need to fix the door popper things on the Lamborghini Countach replica. Sorry. Good sun tight. Okay, I had to sneeze. I'm not even going to cut that out. I'm going to leave it in. I got to work on the fake Ferrari. One of the headlights doesn't pop up. I got to work on the Knight Rider, finish the dash, get that installed. I need to work on my time machine because I'm going to do some stuff on it. I want to rebuild my Harley Davidson. I want to take it all apart, paint it, fix it, do a bunch of stuff to it, put it back together. I really miss riding my Harley. I know I got the Muta Guzzi, and I need to do some work on the Muta Guzzi. Because right now is a great time to be riding a motorcycle. It's just beautiful outside. So, those are the things you have to look forward to on the Videobob channel. And, of course, catch me every Sunday. We'll be doing our podcast on the Videobob Show here in the studio. Here it is. My messy desk is all messy again. Thank goodness. I've been sitting here enjoying the messy desk. And I'm trying to get things organized because I still don't have all my file cabinets set up. I don't have my storage set up. I want to put some shelving up here, like here. And I might buy some of those floating shelves from IKEA, you know, put one there, put one there. Might get one of those really long ones and put it there. And then I could put things there. Because originally this little piece of art, this kinetic art, this thing here called the swinging sticks, that used to be over there. And I had a clock and everything. So these walls are all very bare, except for that wall. This wall here has the Videobob Vegas thing and the sconces, and this one has this artwork. The stereos go in here. I'm waiting for my custom table, which is in LA and over at Eric's house, and he's been supposed to bring it to me. And I'm gonna put that there and set up the stereo. And then what I think I might do is, I considered getting rid of this chair and maybe both of these chairs just to have more room, because I don't really have a place for like the records and some tables. You know, I used to have all the records on this on the wall here, and that's why they burned up, because the fire came through this door. Can't really put too much on this area. So I don't have room for shit in here. I mean, I have room, I just don't have a place to put it, and it's all becoming a mess. And as much as I love the Big Devil chair, this thing's in the way, and this thing's kind of in the way. And I'd rather have some storage. I'd like to make storage out of this whole wall, like have the stereo, record storage, and tables and things. And so I'm trying to get some of that together. But hey, these are things that you have when you move into a place and you're living there. Also, I'd like a little bit more light. Notice how red I am. It's very dark. All this light is bouncing off the red walls. And I don't want any light coming out of the ceiling, but what I need are more like lights like this one that's in this corner. And what I think I need is more lamps like that throw direct white light, because it's just a little too dark, in my opinion, in here. I'd like to get a little bit more lamps around, maybe a lamp on this desk. So these are things that I'm working on in the house. I know. So I don't know if this last house update is going to be the last house update. I don't think so. There's going to be more house updates. But for the most part, we're kind of done doing the house updates. And we're going to start moving forward doing cars and things like that. So anyway, I'm rambling. I'll catch you guys later. So I know it's weird getting two videos about at the same time. Hey, that's just the way it is. All right. I'll catch you guys after a while. I'm Videobob.
Subscribe to Videobob because I know where you live, bitch.